Angeles Chargers. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway in Southern California. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you put everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Touchdown, LA! Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mariota. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play fake. Mariota. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dyami Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Jacobs, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Running on first down, Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And down to the 29-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up for
touchdown. It's complete. Donald Parham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jackson now to return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs. But the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Chargers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Mariota. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Chargers 21. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On the option, here's Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. Here we go,
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 20. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Pushes him over. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to...
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good float. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Mariota on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Mariota. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. De'Ami Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is swung out to Eckler, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also in the field goal range at the 28. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Again, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mariota. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 38, Mariota. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mark 49, check, Mark 49.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Mike's 49, Mike's 49.
On the option, here's Eckler.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. Looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's got Eckler, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? At the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Back to throw here, Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to